Wait a minute now. You know I be hearing noises. I like nature, but I'm scary too. That's too funny. It was just the water slapping up against the shore. Anyway, so good morning. Oops, sorry. Oh, I feel like something's on my back. Hi, good morning. Hey, y'all. Oh my goodness. So I didn't change the comment, the pinned. Hey, I'm just doing my morning quiet time. And my favorite place is the lake. And I'm gonna find a quiet place to do some reflection, prayer work, energy work, and a little bit of movement before I go in. Peace and blessings, Sharonda Jackson, Alice, Joyce, Booker Baker. Yeah, I'm just walking and show you the path, and I'm gonna find a secluded place for me to, be able to enjoy my time before I go into work. I am Reverend Empress Chakrawanda. I don't do a lot of lives, but this moment felt good. So, who am I? Reverend Empress Chakrawanda. I am an ordained metaphysical minister. I have a podcast I hope to reactivate soon called Living an Awakened Life. And this is what I do on a daily basis to ground myself, to connect with Creator before I move into the busyness of my third dimensional life. So I have a salon, natural hair salon, celebrated 10 years in February. Natural hair salon. Celebrated 10 years in February. Some of the things I like to do, hula hoop for fitness. I like to encourage queens 50 plus to bring movement into their life through dancing. I call it flow dance. Well, I didn't make that phrase. Flow dance has been around for a long time. But you can flow dance with, let y'all see some of the scenery here. You can flow dance with different props. I'm trying to turn it over, y'all. I have a tripod. I'll use it in a few minutes. There we go. You can flow dance with different props like hula hoops. Like I have my hula hoops. I have about probably 10 hula hoops. With veils, with space whips. They're just props that are fun to use for dancing and feeling free. Why dance? Why move? It's important, especially as a divine feminine, to move the energy. You're designed to give birth. May not be physical babies. Some people haven't been able to birth a baby, but you're still gifted as a feminine with the capability of birthing. Let me turn it back around. Birthing the dreams and visions you've been encoded with. Yeah, you designed the birth as a feminine. We must move our bodies, especially like hula hooping helps you to move that core. You're working all of your chakras. Who's that? Something happened. I heard a dingy. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to get used to the light and everything. I need to pay attention to get set up over here. So I found a secluded place. It's beautiful. And look on the other side, y'all. And the breeze. Can y'all hear me? Can someone say they hear me? I see two people. Let's see. Um, well, it doesn't show the name, so I don't know how accurate this is. Only thing I noticed about TikTok, you could save it, but if it had music on it, you can't reload it up for replay. I'm looking around because I am in nature, and you got critters, so let me not focus on it too much, because I'm not a fan of snakes. So let me stop talking about it, because I'll be calling it in, right? So I'm gonna put my hoop right here. I bought me something to eat. I bought some cut up fruit, some cantaloupe. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of that. Let me get this tripod set up, y'all. Let me do that. Watch me get this tripod set up. Y'all still want to see the scenery. So who do we have? Nobody in there right now. But I know that even if you don't come in, it could be someone that's viewing on the outside. So hey. So I gotta be to work at 2. It's about 11:41, so I got plenty of time to really get in the zone. And I may repost this. I'll save and repost it if it's not too long. Oh, it just feels so good. Let's see where we going. Let me try to share this out. Is there a part to share? Oh, it says share. Okay, there we go. Where can I share it? Messenger, text, indirect. Okay. Let me see what else. Peace and blessings. I see people coming in, but it don't say. So what else? I'll share it out. Who else? We'll see. Some of my friends will come in. Tasha Roberts joined. The count doesn't say that. I just see names. I don't know. That's why I don't like to come on live. It's like very awkward until you get into it, whatever. Well, we're by the water. Let me show y'all. Let me turn that around. And so this is what I call lake therapy, y'all. I've been coming out here for 10 years, literally. Well, at least since 2015. And a hair client told me, she said, I go walking around this park, right? But yeah, this is where I am. Watch my time, and I have a little bench that I'm gonna not stretch out. But. So what I wanted to do first of all, I'm gonna eat some fruit. The weather is just so perfect, y'all. So how did I get to this idea of lake therapy? I'll eat and tell y'all how. One of my hair clients years ago, 2015, said, I walk daily around this lake. Peace and blessing. So how I got into spending this time in nature around the water, a client said, I walk daily around this lake. And the lake was 30 minutes away. I came up to visit her, and the first time I fell in love. I think it's a mile and a quarter a walking trail, and most of the walking trail you see the water. I'm on sort of a peninsula end of it. See, all the way around, I can see the water around me, and I just began to come. I just began to come more and more. I remember vividly. Hi, Laylo. I remember years before when I was raising my daughters as a single mother in corporate America. I was in corporate America 24 years. I remember saying to myself, it just felt like a continuous hamster wheel. Busy, busy, getting kids together, getting school, work, come home, cook dinner, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. I have no regrets of being a mother, but it was hectic, And I remember saying to myself, I desire more peace, right? I desire more peace. And I remember the sacred text in the Bible, He will give you peace whose mind is stayed on thee, And when I refer to He, I'm talking about the creative essence of all that there is, that demonstrated through walking on earth, and the same essence that is recognized in many ancient teachings and different religions and spiritual awarenesses, the only one essence that created all of this, right? And I just know that during that busy time, I just wanted to feel peace, because I was working, and then crash and burn. It was no in between. And I don't know, I was drawn to start to think about taking a break from work, like literally in the middle of the week, pushing against all thoughts about the idea, how you gonna take off in the middle of the week? Everybody else working. But that followed me for years. But in general, I think many people may come to a point where you have a theme for your life depending on the season of life you're in. And in that season, my theme was operating in peace, operating from peace. Like I would literally say to myself, what does peace feel like? What does peace look like? How does peace breathe? Let me be peace. And I would practice that. And then I noticed that when I would go into work, if I set my day in a way that I resonated with peace. First of all, y'all hear the water? That right there, the splashing up against the shore, is visceral to my soul. Oh, let me remove this. This earring I see is clanging against the. Sorry if I was making noise. I was just gifted these earrings. I co-facilitate a sister circle 4 years now here in North Carolina, outside of Charlotte. And one of the members of our sister group, she gifted me goddess flower beads on Instagram. She blessed me. So where was I? Forgive me, because my mind be going fast. My thoughts. As I'm talking, I'm channeling and receiving as well. And I can't help but be distracted right now as the wind blows. It's like being kissed by God, I'm telling you. It ain't nothing like finding your peace. So this is how this began. So I began to call it Lake Therapy. And I spend time at every inch of this park. Mostly during the weekdays, because it's not crowded. It's not a whole lot of people. Because energy is everything, right? I've come out here. I've made jewelry over the years. I find a quiet place like this. I might paint. I might do my movements. Matter of fact, talk about movement. I can take a few minutes to do that. I try to move every day. Well, I move every day. I do take breaks, but And then for the month, I kicked off the month of May by changing, adjusting my eating. I do personal challenges often. So I've been doing more fruit like watermelon and different melons. Watermelon I like to put in my NutriBullet. And I like to put it in my NutriBullet and drink it. I drink mostly water. And other things that I'm drinking as I move into other things that I'm drinking. Water, mostly. Watermelon and coconut water. I'm not drinking any sodas or iced teas or anything, other than that. And then I increased my intake of eating vegetables, like raw vegan, but not raw vegan. So I guess I'm a pescatarian. So if I want protein, I'm doing fish, seafood, but mostly vegetables, like salads and cooked vegetables. And, yeah. So I do it to feel better, to activate some kind of detox. I did have someone measure me May 1st, all my parts. I don't get on the scale. Although my daughter we just started co-living again. She just bought a scale. So now I can get on the scale and check it 30 days from now. But I focused on doing my movement. So one of the movements is hula hooping. Wait a minute now. I be hearing noises. I like nature, but I'm scary too. That's too funny. It was just the water slapping up against the shore. Anyway, so balance, coming out in nature, spending time in quietness. I spent a lot of time in quietness. In my background, 24 years of corporate America. After that, I jumped ship and went into the holistic arena as a massage therapist. Right there, that was the foundation. That was my expanded awakening. I recognized the laying on of hands. I recognized the intuitive hearing from the divine and working with people. I've been trained officially in many different type of energy modalities and laying on of hands and massage and somatic release, and I've done a lot. I had the opportunity right out of massage school to work with oncology patients, right? I learned along the way, coming into the fullness as an advocate for healing, to not just be in it as a job, but to be the embodiment of it for my own evolving life. So as a massage therapist, I would often get massages once a week because the whole body is a tool. I would practice meditation. I learned, the divine guided me on how to come to the fullness of who I am encoded to be. And it wasn't until years went on that I became more familiar with my divine blueprint through the technology of astrology, human design, Mayan astrology. I was introduced to that, or the divine guided me to that awareness of our ancient natural calendar through Mayan astrology a couple of years ago, and then most recently, awareness of a spinoff of the human design system, and now diving into what they call the gene keys. So, metaphysical, spiritual self-awareness tools. I am a teacher. I'm a guide. I am a channel. I'm an antenna. I walk with others that not just observe life and the information that life is bringing, but they do their work or choose to sit with the information or the information. of how the divine informs you through your heart. So movement, yeah, I got into a little bit in 2017. Yeah, 2016, I experienced a health journey. I don't say I was ill or sick or nothing like that, but I experienced a health journey where they discovered tumors in my lymph glands behind my nose. Literally, you know how you learn or are guided in your spiritual practices or whatever you believe that keeps you in that divine walk with life. There's going to be a time where you have to cash in on all that knowledge and practice. And I was challenged to do that, to go inward and to observe what was happening, to not encode into my psyche what they were saying. They were saying things like, we don't know why you have two different tumors in your body. Then, the surgery happened. And then I go back and they're like, you still don't understand. I'm sending you to a medical oncologist and then all kinds of more tests and blood taking. And then they're going to send me to Duke University for a trial. I'm like, oh, heck, should have done. I was like, the divine, please show me. Give me a sign. And so the day before, I was going back to the oncologist to get shot. As a bone marrow biopsy to send to Duke University. I declined. I canceled it. And I said, God, give me a sign. Because I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that that's what I'm supposed to be doing to take this back. Having been in the holistic arena for many years, I kept asking the doctor, are there some complementary therapies? Because the way that they wanted to, even though the tumors were benign, the way that they wanted to take me through the non-wellness system, okay? They say it's healthcare, baby. I'm sorry. She said there's no complementary therapies. In other words, what I had, even though it was benign, they would approach it as if it was malignant and put me on cancer treatments, man, like a guinea pig. Ooh, my spirit said no. So I canceled, went in. The next day called me and said, Mr. We need you to come in. The doctor wants to see you because, they got you all scheduled to go up to Duke University and do a bone marrow and test you. Y'all not experimenting on me, Henrietta Lacks. Y'all not experimenting on me. I like having 2 ears, 2 breasts, 2 arms, 2 legs. I ain't trying to grow nothing else because you experimenting on me. Hell to no. So the day they called me and said, you canceled, we need you to come in. I prayed. I said, okay, Holy Spirit, give me a sign. So when I went to the medical oncologist office, they normally have a blackboard. The nurse's desk has a blackboard behind it, and it would have like a scripture on it, So the day that I go in to answer to why I canceled, that day there was a scripture on it, one of my favorites, and I did a poem on it a long time ago. It was Jeremiah 29:11, and God said, for I know the plans I have for you to prosper, and I got your back. That's how I saw that message. I said, thank you for that sign. I need one more, please. And the second sign was when I got into the doctor's office. And I asked her, look, this is a surprise. I wasn't clear the last time I left that you didn't say to me that you wanted to do these tests for the purpose of doing a trial and send me up the road. I said, y'all gonna take care of my $40,000 surgery that you already did? Are you gonna cancel that out? No. I said, are there complementary therapies, holistic approach to this? No, nothing's been studied. So in other words, you want me to trust you You done already cut me up. And now you want me to sit on your tables and be a guinea pig? No. So they said, well, the ear, nose, and throat doctor that you saw was the top in the region. And we have agreed in the meeting, your case came up, we just agreed to monitor you every 3 months. That was in 2016. What's this, 2024? Do I look like I've been through what I've been through, huh? They did that surgery, I came home. I had a big old tube coming out of my neck. One of my best sister friends took me there and got the aftercare instructions so that she could cross-train my daughter to tend to her mother in the midnight hour to drain the bag. I didn't mean to be graphic. I'm serious. I was walking around with a scarf around my neck. I didn't realize I was puffed up. And the surgery, you know, it was numb for a long time. I didn't do the surgery. Did I go back every 3 months? Yeah, for a while. But I'm here now. And the next year is when I got into movement. That's when I discovered that I must move. And it's fun. So you're just using props, you know. I got into hula hoop. And I learned to put myself on 30-day challenges. So there was a challenge that went longer than 30 days. In 2017, I hooped on a regular basis, minimum 10 minutes a day, up to 30 minutes, breaking up the day, keeping my hoops on me, got other friends involved, started a hula hoop classes here, then it became a fellowship. Ended up having, what, 10 to 12 hoops and showing people how to hula hoop, take a hula hoop class. And I'm like, who, how do I do that? And I focused on women 40 plus. Because at that time, what is this? 6 years ago, maybe? Well, I'm 64. So 6 years ago is when I started all that. And I maintained my movement practice, you know, as you see it. Let me come over here. I maintained my movement practice. And it became more than just exercise. So it's therapy. It feels beautiful to be out in nature. You know, sometimes I might, you know, put on my workout gear, and sometimes if I don't have time, I know I'm not gonna sweat a lot, I just do it mildly because it works with the core. So you lose 7 to 10 calories per minute by hula hooping. It takes a while to learn how to keep it up, but it's just practice. Then when you find community, there's a large community, sisters. There's a huge community of us out here doing movement, not only with hula hoop, people are double dutching, hula hooping, using veils and dancing. All of it is right. So ladies 50 plus, now I try to encourage women 50 plus. I'm 65. I can do this. I could do this. I could just sit here and just do this. And believe me, over time, you know, it builds up your endurance. Just to be able to work your muscles like that, come on, man. But it's the fellowship. I have people, hoop sisters, and there's a couple of hoop brothers that, I mean, masculine brothers who use hula hooping as fitness, and they teach. But I've met people that I've known now for over 6 years through social media, through the flow arts, you know, through hooping, veils, all kinds of things. I literally only know how to do a couple of, they call them tricks, but I call them movements. You know, I know how to do the shoulder. There's some others that I want to learn that are very cool when you do it, you know, like breaks. But it's a practice, right? And I support other sisters who in the flow arts, like so, that make custom made hoops, for example. So I want to shout out Kimmy K Heavy Hoops. Y'all, she not playing. She got a whole brand. And this is one of her hoops. And I'm going to testify to this. This hoop right here. Kente cloth hoop. Okay? I left this hoop on my porch. We got some duckies going by. I love watching ducks. Yeah, I get distracted real easy. Y'all got to see the ducks. Hold on, I'm going to come back. Tell you the story about the hoop and the endurance of the hoop. Hold on. Here we go. Look at the bait. Look. Did y'all know that certain ducks, I don't know if it's all ducks, it's known that ducks mate for life. They mate for life. They had their babies, the baby going by the business, but you always see two. Boy, I love that. I love learning about nature. Nature is our lesson. This is God. This is God. Everywhere you look, there is a metaphor. Like that breeze that's blowing right now. I got the Bluetooth on. I sure hope y'all can hear me. Is somebody who in here? Let somebody. Can y'all hear me? I be messing up technology. But yeah, Kimmy K Heavy Hoop. So I left this hoop on the porch the other day. It rained 2 nights, and then it dried, and it's still working. Kimmy K, you my girl. I'm gonna get. She also has these beads, waist snatching type beads. I'm gonna get them too. That you hoop with, and then this other one that I have. One of my dance hoops from what's her name? Shani and Marvelous on IG. Shani and Marvelous. I do have another sister. I need to order one of her hoops, but I support her. I have a discount link for hers. Go to my link up above and you'll see where it says dance hoops. I have a link to this young lady. And then for Kimmy K, I also have a discount. So quickly, if it's the sister that's watching and you're like, well, you know what, I think I might want to try to get into the hooping. Do it. First, get the right size hoop. You need an adult size hoop. And how you know is you got to measure the hoop. You got to get a measuring stick and measure from your toes to all the way up to the sternum. At least toes to the navel. That's a fair width, circumference. But better all the way up, at least above the navel to the sternum. So whatever those inches are is the inches of the hoop that you want to get as an adult hoop, because it's easier to keep up. And like for this one, I think this is like a 1.5 pound, and then this one is a 4 pound. But I have about 10, and those are my favorite too. I'll be buying one more. So that's how I got to doing movement on a regular basis and incorporating this lifestyle of coming by the water. This year I said, you know what? I'm rearranging my priority. I am making self-care #1 by doing things like this before I start my day as best as possible. Yeah. Self-care. Being out in nature. Movement. And also energy work. So I'm going to take just a few minutes. I'm going to demonstrate energy practice energy awareness practice that I've learned because I study. I'm also a member of Mind Valley. It is a platform, transformational living. And you can take these master classes. It's a fee per month to be able to have access to many different teachers. And I recently, just by happenstance, traveled in February, and the night I arrived in Miami to go on a ship the next day, I saw a video popped up on my phone, which led me to the awareness of the first manifestation summit given by Mind Valley, which was going to be in Miami the following weekend. So it was perfect timing for me to see that. I can't tell you all that I had gone through to get things were happening in my primary business from August until the end of March that I'd never experienced in 10 years. I'm past that now in much gratitude and can still see the divine hand at operation, shifting me into another lane of alignment. So things may happen. You never know what you're going to wake up to that will impact your livelihood, your lifestyle, your relationships. Y'all, everything that happens, the art or the practice of living an awakened lifestyle requires you to learn to recognize which dimension you are operating primarily in. Third dimension is this here on the planet. It's the constant transmission of survival, not enough, the hamster wheel feeling. Fourth dimension is higher, more optimistic. Fifth dimension, even higher. We live in multi-dimensions. Literally, this is one dimension, but there are many more. I think they say there's at least 10 to 11. So I'm going to focus on, think about that game show, The Price is Right. Remember, you had 3 doors, so see each of those doors as a dimension. You got door number 1 is 3rd, door number 2 is 4th, door number 3 is 5th. Anything that shows up in any time of day situations that cause some friction or anxiety, you could choose to stick with door number 1 and just see it right as it is. Oh my God, this is stressful. Oh my God, why is this happening to me? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Or you could choose door number 2 and say, oh, okay, I see this. How can this serve my highest possibility? How can I choose to see it different? What role am I playing? Is there anything I've done to attract this? Is this a habit? Is this a karmic cycle? Let me look at this thing. But it takes the work. And that's when you arrive up in that 5th dimensional arena. And I'm talking to y'all really in the most simplest terms as possible. So those of you all who are scholars at what I'm talking about, well, we have to remember, and I heard this morning, I saw a post that came up about spiritual people, and the teacher was saying, you can take in all this information and learn, it's a challenge. Some of us love learning the technical words and the jargon, and you're just going higher and higher and higher. But can you reach the everyday person with what you're saying? And that's what I feel like my calling is. I've been shown that I can translate things to keep it simple, right? To keep it simple. Let's enjoy this couple out here. One thing I haven't done is kayaking, and I have a friend that knows how to. I do. So my next goal, y'all, and I hope to bring y'all with me, is to learn how to kayak. And there's our ducks, the duck family. I love seeing duck babies. But yeah, y'all see that? I'm gonna be doing that. Hey, hey, Alex. It says invite you. Do you have 1,000 yet? You didn't ask to be invited, but hey, sis, thank you. Is that you, Alex? So look, flip the camera. I see you, Alex. You still there? Hold up, baby. Is that you? No, she not there no more. I can't tell if these numbers are right or not, but hey, China. I will acknowledge those who are, cancel, who are in the room. Heru, Gurnell, Linda. Yay, Goddess Flower Beach, y'all. Sis, hey, you know I'm at my favorite place. Like, do I ever stay at home? I'm always look, I did talk to people about your designs. Look, y'all. Black Goddess A43 Goddess Flower Beads is a sacred, intuitive designer. Her jewelry pieces are anointed, are blessed just by the energy of her creation as she channels divine designs from Creator. This is that. And you notice it's shaped like a pyramid. I just noticed this, sis. It's shaped like a pyramid. Did I get this twisted around? Just look. Uh-oh, I'll just put it in. I took it off because I felt it I thought I missed a live, but I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much. I might put that on my, yeah, y'all, she made these. Look at that. They shape like pyramids, you know. There's so much meaning to the shape. Look at those pearls, cowrie shell. I feel like I have my ancestors. So check her out. You see her page here. I don't know if you post your jewelry here or post your lives. You should post your lives. You do live on IG, save it and repurpose it and put it on here so people can, receive your energy. As healers, you all, let me talk to the healers. You've been shown unique and divine ways that you are expressing in this dimension. See now, as you hear me shift and change, and when I look away, it's because I'm hearing from the divine in this present moment. Healers, you have unique gifts that have been revealed to you that are unlike anyone else. But you've been in hiding. You are introvert, yes. And it is dense in this dimension to navigate through and know what feels good. Acceptance is a challenge on the earthly plane. But that's not something that you need to be worried about. Freedom through how you live, how you breathe, and how you express is most important. So as I stand, like right now, as I move, I'm seeing the sun. I can feel the light of it. So I want to be in alignment with the sun, with the light. Find ways to be in alignment with the light that activates your soul, that causes you to want to be free. And the reason being, there's another soul. There's another soul that has been calling you, calling to see and witness the freedom of how it flows through you. It's not about thousands of people following and liking and acknowledging, because that's an addiction in itself. How many times do people wake up and as soon as they open them on the phone, they want to see how many liked and followed? I've been hearing from Spirit, don't look for the numbers. Just show up. Because there may be one soul that hears your tune, your tone, your voice, your movement, your light. Some religions, let me talk about that, hunt people down to convert, to save. There's no reason really to do that. Just be you and attract. You be the light of the word, right? So I've showed you my duck family. I showed you a couple out there kayaking. Alex, I want a kayak. I got a friend that kayaks. She gonna take me out. I'll put on all the gear, but I see myself having a day before I go to work where I'm kayaking. I'm out on the water, meditating, floating. And then I just come to the shore and pull up my kayak. I saw a lady one time, she had a portable kayak, and she had it for years. Alice, we gonna do it. I'm gonna find a way. I can imagine doing extended healing on the water. What? On the kayak. Y'all, I'm animated. I get excited. You know what I get excited about? Following my peace. Following my peace. And you know what? You got to have an attitude about following your peace, because this world is crazy. I'm serious. You know, you open up these social media platforms, you don't know what's going on. People, we just against each other. And then you got the keyboard cowards. They want to make comments or say something against what you say. Why put out so much energy? You don't take a lot of energy to be negative. My mama say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. How about that? So I did my hooping. I shared my story of how I came to this concept of lake therapy. I encourage women 50 plus to get into movement. You can look at my previous, videos and my profile and my link, and you'll see I have hoops available. I don't make money on the hoops. I just promote other women. What else? I have a podcast. I'll reactivate it soon. It's called Living an Awakened Life. But I do have a YouTube that has a playlist with the podcast. Has many different playlists because I'm a multi-creative. What else? I'm a painter. I used to design jewelry years ago. I have interviews and conversations that I've had with people. The podcast, what I desire is just interviews with people having a discussion about living an awakened life. What does spiritual awakening mean to you? When did you recognize your spiritual awakening occurring? Because it's ongoing. What are the major thing or situation that the spiritual awakening caused as far as a major shift in your life? How do you maintain staying awake? So those are the primary questions. It's organic questions which will create an organic conversation that I think the everyday person can benefit from. So in this present moment, let's see, it's 12:27. I don't want to be rushing. I have a 2 o'clock. It takes me 30 minutes. So I'm just sharing with you my ritual. So I'm out here by the water. I do my movement. I have some fruit. I do a little bit of eating. I watch the movement of the water. I close my eyes and I listen. I do a little energy work as well. And I was talking earlier about being a member of Mind Valley, the Mind Valley app. And then there's a teacher that I study called, Now I'm getting ready to forget his name. James. Um, what is it, James? Hope y'all can hear me. Anyway, I'm just going to practice this. It's real simple. It's similar to self-Reiki. But what it is you're taking in a deep breath and you're positioning your hands and you're imagining an energy ball building up between your hands. And I'm still trying to process the name of the spiritual teacher when it comes to the work that he does internationally and helping people learn how to work with your own energy. So like right now as I'm doing this without thinking, I can feel my fingers tingling. So I'm building up an energy ball. Breathing in, breathing out. And I'll do this a few times until when you stop, you just feel the pressure going back and forth. Right? So the ball gets bigger. And then I'm holding the ball and bringing it into myself. And I'm imagining the ball that's in me expanding all the way out, creating a sphere. So the ball is creating all the way out as far as my arm can stretch. And I'm in a bubble. Just imagine. And then there's a beam. I see a beam of light. Now, you guys, I work with the angelic realm. I work with the realm that was created by God to protect us and to support us here on the planet, according to the sacred text of Psalms 91:11. Psalms 91:11. And I challenge you to look up Psalms 91:11 and see the different versions of it, the different ways that Psalms 91:11 is written and repeated over and over again. Now, angels. Maybe you don't believe in angels. Maybe you have a practice that's into ancient Orisha or Mayan or whatever your culture. Here's what I'd like to say. I believe that the divine, the beauty of the divine, wanted to make its presence known and did make its presence known to the beautiful human race and showed up in different cultures in different ways. Angels are messengers. Messengers are within nature. Messengers come through someone calling you at a divine time. Messengers showed up as a car tag and triple numbers, repeated information. Messengers. Love is an angel. Peace is an angel. Patience is an angel. Presence and protection is an angel. Okay? And if you study the Orisha, I believe they are angels. We just have different names of what we say. But the bottom line is, go back to Psalms 91:11 and other ancient texts that talk about a divine presence that is available to us here on the planet. So I imagine as I'm in that tomb of light, or that ball light, that one of my angels pours golden light over my crown, filling up this bubble that I'm in. And I think of myself. I think from the root chakra, like an elevator. I see that light coming up in the elevator from the root to the solar plexus, sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, the bridge from the lower to the higher, to the third chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and then the crown. And we have more. We are much more expansive than that. So I'm in that bubble and I'm feeling that golden light of healing. I'm thinking about my day, and then another ball forms in my hand, and this ball I let go up, up above me. I'm going to show you and listen to what I'm saying. Go up above me. Going through the trees, going through the sky, covering this whole lake. The energy is covering like a ball over the whole lake, the whole city. I see it covering my car. I see this energy ball. I send it over my business. I see it over the building that my business in. I see it now within my salon. I see now energy rain coming down over my salon, over all the equipment. I see it energetically going through the ethers and connecting with my virtual calendar. I see it, boom, boom, touching the names of every client that I have coming from today on forward. Yes, I see it activating my business name out there in marketing. There's someone now, I see it, that is scrolling and looking for what it is that I offer. I see that light. Whispering, I see the Holy Spirit whispering, yes, you need to call her. You need to get these services. You've been watching it for a while. And I tell you, that's what I hear when I get new clients. I hear it. I also see it over my website. I see it on the page that's hidden. When you start a business, you got your website, look, create a page that's hidden from the public. And what you're going to do is imprint that page with your affirming word of the type of clients you want to work in, of the numbers that you want to reach. I'm telling you, I got the receipts. I did this many years ago, guided by spirit. We can't physically be everywhere at all times. So you have the ability to activate the divine support assigned to our lives. That was there with you since the beginning of time, since the beginning of when your name was formed in the book of life. So I enjoy basking in this healing energy, and I give permission for my cells to rise up and respond. Thank you for the healing from within me going out to my business, to my home, to those I love, to my sister circle friends, to them and their businesses, to everyone that watches this live and on the replay. So I seal this, and this healing dome around me just dissipates. And so that as I move about my day, there's nothing that can come up on me of a nature that is the opposite of the divine healing light. When it touches my force field, it transmutes into love. The power is reharnessed. Amen. Ashe, mahalo, and so it is. Amen, ashe, mahalo, and so it is. Amen, ashe, mahalo, and so it is. Let's close out. I want to be on this boat over here, where this beautiful soul is out there. Just I want to be on this boat over here, where this beautiful soul is out there. Just imagine, out there, just chilling. Alex. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. Where's the boat? There it is. They off today. Just getting some tan, getting some sun. Can you imagine being on that? Or maybe you need a bigger boat. That's okay. Look, I'm looking to do the bigger boat ride. When I first moved out here a few years ago, I took off a day. I saved my money up, pop, and I reserved a boat. I had my own driver and everything. Why? And it was in the middle of the pandemic. Why? Look, the pandemic showed us all. If you ain't living, how you living? Are you struggling and surviving? Who got time for that? It's time to thrive. And so it was on my bucket list. Not that my bucket's gonna go anywhere anytime soon, but it was something I wanted to experience, and it was wonderful. I just reposted it not too long ago. I want to drive a boat. Yes. I reserved a driver. I still got, I got a list of boat companies, and I paid for myself. Yes, sis, we gonna do that. Nia, know if you feel drawn to do a thing, you must do it. There's many beautiful souls that did not wake up here on the planet. Right now, there are calls being made about the demise. Right now, there are ripple effects, just like the ripple effects we see in the lake of someone who has transitioned. Live with intention, with purpose. Don't leave this planet without living the gift of your life. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. Thank you, replay viewers. Go to my profile, hit my link. Definitely follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to be better with that. I'm committing to be better with that. Podcasts, living an awakened life. Y'all, I say bye 1,000 times. Bye.